Dongo set to jump it for Georgia Tech. Shelton Williams-Dryden, though, controls the tap for West Georgia. Look at the Wolves starting lineup. It's the same starting five they used in the season opener Monday night. West Georgia put up 60 points in their loss to Mississippi State. And here's a steal. Javian McCollum, his first 2 points as a Yellow Jacket in transition. The transfer from Oklahoma. 1 minute gone by, and carving down the lane goes Demetrius Johnson, but swatted away by the Yellow Jackets. Reeves lays it off the glass and in.
They out-rebounded Mississippi State on the road 35-34 in the loss on Monday night. So a team that is small, but they'll get after it.
And Luke O'Brien takes the baseline inbounds with the left hand. Those are a couple of guys who, yes, it's their first year at Georgia Tech, but they have played a ton of basketball at the Division I level.
O'Brien's a guy, 35 games last season, 19 starts, averaged 24 minutes per game.
Made his first career start on Monday, gets the nod again tonight. Senior heart and soul for West Georgia, wearing 10 in red. McCollum pulls up and drills it. Javian McCollum. West Georgia 1 for 5 from the floor so far, make it 1 for 6. There's that three-pointer a little too strong there from Demetrius Johnson. And a steal in the backcourt, and here comes West Georgia again. It's Kyrick Davis, and a circus shot, not even close. The other way, Reeves, lift off in reverse jam. And Kowacie Reeves rocking the rim.
They play the pack line D, and it makes it very hard to get in the paint.
Demetrius Johnson still struggling to find that shot, but second chance points for Williams-Dryden and the Wolves, but they got to get Johnson going. He did not hit a shot in game 1 against Mississippi State. He's 0 for 2 to start tonight. On the other end, Mustaf turns it over to Johnson. And with the assist and jam. Again down to Dongo. They've got him with the mismatch. Davis trying to help. O'Brien dribble, step. Yes. Couple NCAA tournaments. The last 2 years, he had a tremendous finishing kick. And right down the lane, the seas parted, but Johnson couldn't finish. Lance Terry rips down the board.
They passed the eye test, so to speak. Just long, physical, great size. And they were trying to address the defensive side of the ball.
It was from shooting touch. Javian McCollum, 8 points. Fed ahead, Terry, two-hand flush. Lance Terry, welcome back. That's gotta feel good. Kyrick Davis, and then on the other hand, in transition, Lance Terry, welcome back home. Nate George back on the floor for the Yellow Jackets after picking up an early foul. And Lance Terry driving to the hole and rattling it home. Takes the floor, but as soon as he turns on, looks like Mach 5. Alley-oop! And are they going to count it? Looks like it. Looked like Terry might have held onto the rim as the ball came down. Inside and the low post feed. Relaford's second look. There it is.
The ability to get out and run. That's Damon Stoudemire, Georgia Tech basketball, and the unselfish play.
And there's Ricky Ballard. Going down the baseline, Ballard. Shot clock down to 8. Hardawig's gonna have to pull up. He drilled it on Monday night against West Georgia. First couple points here tonight. Kowacie Reeves, a 3 to answer, you bet. Limiting the unforced turnovers. That was such a bitter downfall last year. If they can fix that this year, Coach Stoudemire really feels like the sky is the limit for this group. So I hear. Dongo feeds it down low to George. The extra pass is deflected. Reeves waltzing down the lane. And another reverse lane for Kowacie Reeves. He's got 9. And it's a battle for the rebound. Nice work by George to Taj Davis, firing it back in. McCollum crossover, pull up, bottoms. George hoists it high. Dongo pirouettes one home.
Middle on the defense, and he threw the corner pass on the previous possession, then he throws the lob there. It's really putting pressure on the West Georgia defense.
And Kowacie Reeves using the length to contest. Kyrick Davis, a strong recovery. See where George goes this time, John.
What I liked about him, his eyes are always up. He can see the floor. He's unselfish. Winning is all that matters. Just what you want in your point guard. Had the mismatch. Looks like he absorbed most of the contact prior.
Went to the NCAA tournament, reached the round of 32. And left the free throw short, and it is tapped back in.
6'11", true freshman. He's lost 50 pounds of weight and really worked on the body in the last year and a half. He's really committed to working on his frame.
No look feed down to O'Brien, easy two.
There's functional strength too. You know, you don't have to be muscle on muscle, especially at that position. His game, you want to be wiry, and I know he's been working hard on that, and you can see it in his game tonight.
That's actually a muscle tee I've been wearing. Demetrius Johnson with the bucket. Luke O'Brien from the corner. And Onwuchekwa with the stick back. Strictly in practice, we want to get him on the floor because he's going to help us win games today and tomorrow.
So he must see something because Coach Stoudemire is not giving out handouts.
Onwuchekwa, another rebound. No look, Reeves, Terry. Terry from the angle. Yes!
Looks simple, but you know that's what good teams do. They find the open man.
And Williams driving. Another two. I'm not
this
even.
Guy's not helping me out.
I'm smothering you. 20 seconds to play.
Wow, you're the consummate teammate. Great to work with you.
Only problem is I can't shoot.
And don't let the foot off the gas. It's about, you know, if you want to be a great team, you got to put teams away early in the season on your home floor, especially a team that's D2 going into D1.
And another steal on the opening defensive sequence for the Yellow Jackets. Now the other way, Kyrick Davis has it erased by Dongo.
What are his leadership qualities? All these things that as you mature from a freshman to a sophomore in a program, that's what I'm most excited about watching Dongo this year.
Javian McCollum. Very high clip last year, over 40% in ACC play.
Yeah, and I think Dongo will command some double teams. He'll collapse the defense. What I love, what I'm seeing right now about George is, you know, I just think a confidence, you know, the ability to be verbal in the locker room, to speak up. You feel like you've earned that after the year that Nate had here. It took some time. They were 6-7 out of the gate that year, and then turn around and win the ACC regular season.
And another assist for Nate George as he feeds by Dongo. And again, the assist that Nate George put up as a true freshman. Almost historic to a certain degree when it comes to Georgia Tech basketball. George brings it across the floor, averaging nearly 5 assists per game last year. And a three-pointer falls for George. He can do it all.
And the great teams seem to pass the ball, set their teammates up, you know, with more consistency over time.
Javian McCollum slithering through the lane.
5 hanging on the rafters. One of the great NBA point guards. Travis Best, not too shabby. The Springfield Rifle. Early 90s. That 93 banner. Travis Best was the point guard on that team. We'll get another look at this one. Takes the contact and one. Nice 94% from the free throw line last season.
So record for the Sooners. And spinning, twirling in, Colton Griffin. But he's going to be a piece offensively for Georgia Tech that can do a lot of things. Like that, feeding by Dongo. Another alley-oop.
You love the game, and you want to play D1 ball.
There's Duncan Powell's first points as a Yellow Jacket. And right behind it, Wentz Terry's getting pretty involved here on this possession defensively. And a scoop and score, Colton Griffin. Nice way to find a window. Jaden Mustaf with that last basket for the Yellow Jackets. Colton Griffith is stifled. And, oh man, Brady Hardawig.
Yeah, but better offense on that one. He had a hand in his face.
Powell down the right side. Top 10 in the Big Sky Conference in rebounding. And now he's come to Georgia Tech, a chance to all the way back to the high major level as Jaden Mustaf drives downhill again. So again, there's multiple routes to get here.
He'll know his role, play his role. He's been through the wars, and his physicality. He can definitely be a positive coming off the Georgia Tech bench.
The Yellow Jackets will not play a road game until December 3rd, which oddly enough will be at Oklahoma against Javian McCollum's old team. Ricky Ballard, long three, buried it.
Right here, the trail shot, the step in, there was no hesitation. It's boom, one quick pass, let it fly.
That would be, you know, John, I bet there are a lot of Georgia Tech people would point that out.
Just wanted to call it out.
Yes, yes, yes.
I knew where you were going with that.
Yes, exactly.
No disrespect to the Eagles, and I'm a Boston guy.
Hey.
On the Tech grabber, that was clean block, right?
Yes, it was. I would say so. I think so. He got all of it.
Nice defensive effort.
And Duncan Powell splashes a three. Behind 18 points from Javian McCollum, ball ends up in his hands to close it out. The Yellow Jackets take down the Wolves of West Georgia by a final score of 85-62. John, first game in the books.